Hello everyone, it's Tail Retro coming at you with a gameplay and reading of Everlasting Summer. I originally wanted to read this a year ago, but I didn't have the chance to, so I'm coming today to read it, and I'm going to be reading it every night. I'm going to try to post a video every night except for Sundays of a reading of this. And we're going to start a new game. Dear Pioneer, you're on the verge of wondrous discoveries. The doors of the most wonderful place in the world, our favorite camp, Sylvianok, have opened before you. You remember this session for the rest of your life. Welcome. This game is completely story rich, and it's like a cooldown after every recording session for me to do. I was having a dream once again. That dream. Same thing every night. But it's all forgotten in the morning as usual. Maybe it's for the best. Only a glimpse of memory will remain, of gates half open, as if inviting me somewhere. But with two frozen stone pioneers standing close by. And also that strange girl who keeps asking me. Will you come with me? Come? But where? And why? And where am I anyway? Of course, if it all happened in real life, I would have certainly been scared. What else would one expect to feel? But this is a dream. The same one I see every night. There must be a reason. You don't have to know where or why to realize something is really happening. Something desperately seeking my attention. Since everything that surrounds me here is real as the thing in my own flat, I can open the gates, hear the hinges creak, brush the crumbling rust away with my hand, inhale the fresh, cool air and shiver from the cold. I could, but to do that, I would have to pick myself up, take a step, move my hand. But this is a dream, I understand that. But what of it? What does my understanding change? Because here it's just like on the other side of a cracked screen of old TV, which struggles to fight against the static noise and strives to show its audience everything without missing a single detail. But the picture is getting blurry. I must be waking soon. Maybe I should ask her something. The girl. What's her name? About the stars, for instance. Why the stars, though? I'd rather ask about the gates. Yes, the gates! She would be so surprised. Or better, why the dot over an I is called a tittle, but the dot over a J is called a superscript dot? Nice letters. As if they don't exist anymore. Still, what do letters, gates, and stars have to do with this place? Because even if I'm having this dream every night, well, which will be forgotten soon anyway, I've got to look for answers here and now. And there, if you look carefully, you can see them. Magellanic clouds. As if I ended up in the southern hemisphere. You know, it was actually hard for me to say that because I read quickly, and so I don't use that word for my vocabulary that much at all. So please forgive me for that. In a dream, there are small things that catch your attention, and that natural color of a glass, and possible curves of straight lines, or your own distorted reflection, the real danger. While the real danger, which could put an end to everything right here and now, seems trivial. It's natural since you cannot die. I know it for sure, I've done it hundreds of times. But if you cannot die, is there a point in living? I should ask the girl, she's a local, she should know. Yes, exactly! I should ask her about the owl for example. One strange bird it is. Oh, it's a bear, holy crap. Though, it doesn't matter. Will you call me? And every time I have to answer, it's the only way, otherwise the dream will never end and I will never wake up. Yes, I'll come with you. Every time it's so hard to decide on an answer. Where am I? What am I doing here? Who is she? And why does so much of my life depend on this answer? Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just a dream after all. Just a dream. This is this story is actually really good so far. Like I've never made it past that part in a recording because I would always get bored and just go about my business. But I'm actually seeking to get through this. This time I want to get through this. Is he on 4chan looking 2chan Russia? He's he's looking at the girl from Lazy Town. Hold on, what? Why are you looking at her? Oh yeah, she's like in her 30s now? 40s maybe? 20s? I don't know. I don't know how old she is. Is that flower? Pink flower? Oh man, that's great. The computer screen stared at me as if it was alive. That blink effect though. Sometimes it really did seem to me that it was conscious of itself, had its own thoughts and wishes, ambitions, that it had feelings, could love and suffer. As if our relationship, the screen, wasn't an instrument. It was me who was the lifeless piece of garbage, plastic and textilite. There is some truth in that, probably because the computer provides 90% of my communication with the outside world. Anonymous image boards, some chats from time to time, rarely ICQ or Jabber, and forums even more rarely. People on the other end of the internet cable simply do not exist. All of them simply creations of a sick imagination, an error in a source code or a kennel bug, which started living a life of its own. Sorry, keep in mind it's like 11 at night here. Every time I record this, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 11 at night. If one looked at my existence from the outside, such thoughts would seem crazy. A psychologist would surely give me a bunch of sophisticated diagnosis and maybe write me a doctor's referral. Turn daytime. Nice ass walls though, like low key. Lit. A small apartment with no signs of repair or any semblance of order in it, and always the same view out the window of the gray Metalopolis running somewhere, day and night. Such are the conditions of my life. Well, of course, it didn't all start like this. I was born with the school finished it like all the others. I was accepted at a university where I spent a year and a half trailing behind and struggling. I drifted through several jobs. Sometimes it was working out quite well, sometimes I've even got decent money for it, but it all felt like it was not mine, as if taken from another man's biography. I wasn't living life to the fullest. It was looping over and over in monotonous circles, like in the movie Groundhog Day. It's just that I had no choice in how I spent my day, and every day repeated itself, the same vicious spiral. A spiral of emptiness, misery, and despair. For the last few years, I just sat in front of a screen all day. Sometimes there were menial jobs, sometimes my parents helped me. All in all, I was able to provide for myself. No wonder really, since my needs are quite minor. I hardly ever leave my home. My communication with other people almost exclusively consists of online correspondence with the anonymous, who have no real name, no gender, no age. So in brief, a quite typical life of a quite typical antisocial person of his time. Kind of Donnie Darko on a minor scale, without doomsday-related visions. Maybe some highly respected author will write a novel about me, and it will become a contemporary classic of modern literature, or I'll write one myself. However, what's the point of fooling myself? I tried many times, but couldn't even come up with a simple short story. I tried to learn many other things as well. Not gifted enough to draw, programming, got bored, foreign languages takes too much time. Whoa, this really seems like me. Like, this really seems like me. Except I didn't finish school yet, but I'm 18. The only thing I loved doing was reading, but still, I never would have called myself a scholar. Perhaps I was an ace at watching anime and a grandmaster at lame internet jokes. Same. If I were to get paid for it, I would probably be a happier person and a richer person too. But I doubt it would fill the hole inside me. Today was another typical day of a typical failur's typical life. And today is the day I have to go to my university reunion. Frankly speaking, I really didn't want to go. And what's the point? The time I spent with them was short. However, I was persuaded by a friend, my former university mate, and one of the few who I'm keep touch with other than through the internet. It's a beautiful view. Whoa. Whoever this artist is, it's just so beautiful. Whoa, is that a beard? Do I have a big white beard? Am I Santa Claus? Oh my god, I'm Santa. I'm Santa. You need to clean yourself up though, to be honest. Hey, that's me, bruh. I look like Kira from Death Note, just with a beard and Russian. A frosty evening, bus stop, waiting. I never liked winter, though hot summer is not my season either. It's just that I see no reason to point out any particular time of the year. It doesn't matter much what the weather is outside when you stay at home 24/7. The bus today was running so late that I was about to curse it all and spend my last few hundred rubles for a taxi. The idea of just returning home didn't cross my mind for some reason. As usual, millions of thoughts flew through my mind, but there was not a single useful one to seize on. Such a thought that you could bring into existence, give shape, turn into an idea, and put into practice. Maybe I could start my own business, but where would I get the money from? Or maybe I could go back to working in the office. No way. Maybe I could try freelancing. But what skills do I have? What skills do I have, and who will want me after all? That isn't actually me. I suddenly remember my childhood, or rather my teen years, the time when I was 15 to 17 years old. Why exactly those years? No idea. But I guess it's because back then everything was so much more simple. It was easier to make decisions, so complicated now and so simple then. Waking up in the morning, I knew exactly how my day was going to pass. I was eagerly looking forward to the weekend. I could get some rest, have some time for things I like, computer, football, going out with friends. And then at the beginning of next week, I took up my studies again. Back then, there was no such worrying about why, who needs it, what will it change if I do it, what will not change. A simple lifestyle, so casual for any normal person and so odd for myself today. That careless childhood age. It was also then that I met my first love. Her appearance and personality vanished from my memory. Only her name remains, like a brief line of a social media profile, along with other feelings that overwhelmed me when I was with her. Affection, tenderness, the desire to care for her and protect her. Sadly, it didn't last long. I could hardly imagine something like that happening today. I would probably like to meet a girl, but I don't know how to start a conversation. What on earth to discuss and how to attract her? Well, I haven't met any suitable girls for a long time, but where could I meet one anyway? Sorry if you hear the chair creaking. That's my chair. The sound of engine brought me back to reality. A bus pulled over. There was something abnormal about it, I thought. Then again, it doesn't matter. Only the 410 runs this route. Oh shit, music plays. Whoa. Streetlights pass me by. It's as if their cold light sparks inside of me, trying to ignite feelings long dead. Do you not realize that the fucking bus is on fire, bro? Like, I'm just sorry. Or maybe not ignite, just awaken them. Because those feelings, they have been living in me a long time, slumbering and waking up again. The driver's radio was playing some familiar tune, but I wasn't listening to it. I was watching the cars passing by through the fogged up window. Because people are always rushing somewhere, chasing something they need, stuck in their own little worlds. Why would they care about mine? They probably have their own serious problems, or maybe they have much easier lives. You can't know for sure since all people are different. Or are they? Sometimes someone's actions can easily be predicted. But if you try to look inside his soul, you'll only see impenetrable darkness. I don't know if the music is skipping for you guys, but it's skipping for me. And I know everything on my headphones connected. Like, my headphones are completely connected. Everything's working fine for me. The bus was approaching downtown and my thoughts were interrupted by the bright city lights. Hundreds of billboards, thousands of cars, millions of people. I watched the lights snow, and somehow I got terribly sleepy. My eyes closed for a moment, and then was that only the intro? Hey, that's so cool. I've never reached this part. That's so cool. Is that an anime chick? This is so cool. This is so cool. That's so cool. Oh my god, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's amazing. Hi, Blondie. Whoa! I don't know your name. I can't read Russian. Okay. Yeah! That's your name. This game is very moe. Is that the pedo bear? Oh my god. Let me guess, she's the tough one. But very sensual about it. Is that Hatsune Miku? Hold on a second. Mookie. Eha, Mookie, and who's that little shit over there in the mirror? No, doesn't tell me. Everlasting Summer. That's what it says. I said it right. I read it right. Ooh, check. Look at me. You know, I didn't think it was gonna turn into some completely active thing. I thought this was gonna be like, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. For now, I'm gonna end it here. Everything changed into something completely different. And yes, I saved. So, let's see. Bam. All right. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. And until then, goodbye.